Good morning, Desmond Shaw here. I've got a bit of wood that I'm going to turn down in the lathe. It's Macedonia Queensland Nut, commonly known as. And I'm just going to show you the tree, but the sun is on the wrong side of the tree to see it properly. So I'll move the camera up. I've got it mounted on a stand, so I've got to carry the whole stand along, so bear with me. This is in the neighbour's yard. That's the Queensland nut tree. That one there. It's not very good to see at the moment because the sun's shining on the other side. We're going to go back in the shed, and I've got this piece of timber turned down on the lathe here. I've been working on it this morning. It's pretty hard, it's still fairly green, and the backing plate I had on there broke a screw off, so I had to get the chisel and dig around it, and I had to put a bit of WD-40 on it to get it to start screwing because it was a screw about an inch long. But anyway, that won't matter because we're going to turn that part of it out. But I was thinking about putting the bowl saver on and saving that piece of wood because it's such a good piece of wood and it's the only bit I've got. It's got a very fine sort of grain. I don't know whether that's showing up there or not, but anyway, it's got a very, very fine grain, and it seemed to be quite hard to turn down before, but it came off with little pieces like that. Made my lathe dance all over the floor when I first started off because it was a block that was cut off crooked with a chainsaw that someone cut off, and I had to use my tool that I've got. They call this a carver's tool. It's got teeth on it, a bit like a chainsaw, and you stick it on your 4-inch grinder and you just cut off all the corners that's sticking out here to get the squareness off it and make it a bit round. And that really bites in, it really bites in hard. You have to hang on to it, and I usually have it mounted on the bed of the lathe here with a G-clamp to hold it down. Otherwise, if you've got it on there, it'll keep turning around on you and God knows what will happen, because I know it does grab a hold sometimes. It would be good for scooping out. I have used it actually to scoop out a block. Move that away. Just to scoop out a block like that while it's spinning on the lathe, and it worked fairly well, but the block I was using was very, very soft timber. I wouldn't recommend trying it in this harder wood, but it may go alright, I do not know. I'll give it a go one day when I've got no camera rolling, so that'll be something to experiment on. I'm always experimenting on something. I have a lot of timber that I just cut down about a bit over a week ago, and I have it soaking in water to try and get the sap out of it. I don't know whether that's going to work, but if it works, it'll be interesting to see. So we'll turn the camera off now, and we'll come back later on, and I'll try and use the bowl saver to save that piece of timber, because I can get a piece out of there a good 2 inches thick or 50 millimeters, and that'll be a nice little bowl, which I have done this morning, turned out from the bowl saver. These little ones, they're just little pieces that come out of the block there, which come out of those sort of pieces. I've still got to put it in the Coles jaws now to cut smooth off the bottom. That is paulownia wood. Very, 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 very light. Just like balsa wood. And a couple of other ones there that haven't been game enough to go too thin with them, but I reckon I could go down a lot thinner than 1/4 of an inch. And that one there has a bit of a coat of varnish on it, but it needs another coat on it, and it's got to go on the cold jaws if I can fit it, and cut that off. Alright, we'll catch up with you later. Don't forget to subscribe when you look at the video. Bye for now.